The comforting ways of good cinema. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 movies to help get over a breakup.
It's not really about doing things that you love to do always, but it is about doing things with the person that you love.
For this list, we're focusing on films that will hopefully make you forget all about the stress and sorrow of a breakup, as these flicks each highlight positive ways to keep your life headed in the right direction.
I understand feeling as small and as insignificant as humanly possible, and how it can actually ache in places that you didn't know you had inside you.
We based our choices on a mixture of their themes, popularity, and entertainment value.
Like, really?
I can't talk to you until you stop crying.
Number 10. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Can you hear me? I don't want this anymore. I want to call it off!
Comedy and a plot to warm your heart? Yes, please.
You know me, I'm impulsive.
That's what I love about you.
With this groundbreaking film directed by Michel Gondry, you've got a genuine hero to root for in Jim Carrey. And who doesn't love Kate Winslet? Seriously.
My skin's coming off! I'm getting old! Nothing makes any sense to me!
The story itself transcends the typical relationship experiences, as the two leads actually remove each other from their memories, thus setting in motion a different kind of rom-com experience.
You got this thing. I'm in my bed. I know it. In my brain.
One that will make you think deep about your future relationships, and maybe make you cry, but for all the right reasons.
Please let me keep this memory. Just this one.
I don't want to hold your hand, come on.
Number 9. How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Anything else, Cruella?
Don't talk to me for the next 2 hours.
With money comes material things, but personal wealth doesn't always equate to genuine happiness.
We are going to Jamaica, Miss Thing, and I don't want to hear you tell me why you can't go, okay? I don't really think I can take the time.
In Kevin Rodney Sullivan's beloved flick, Angela Bassett plays a 40-year-old American who vacations in Jamaica, where she just so happens to meet a younger gentleman by the name of Winston Shakespeare.
She knows she likes me. Isn't that right?
Yes, Winston, that's right!
So, as you can probably imagine, Stella did in fact get her groove back, with the film highlighting why women can lose track of the essentials.
Aren't you the least bit nervous about this whole thing?
Of course I am, Angela.
And while the romantic comedy hit theaters in the late 90s, it's more than relevant today with its messages about materialism and inner happiness.
You're not adding to my troubles if that's what you're thinking.
Besides, money is a sad reason for folk to be together.
Number 8. Amélie.
J'aime bien me retourner dans le noir et contempler le visage des autres spectateurs.
Even if you're not particularly fond of travel, this modern French classic will make you book that weekend flight to Old Paris.
Allô?
Je sais qui est la connue des photomatons, Monsieur Quincampoix. C'est un fantôme. Nul ne peut le voir, Monsieur Quincampoix.
It stars the darling Audrey Tautou as the inquisitive lead who re-examines her life upon the death of Princess Diana. Enthralled by a new discovery, Amélie navigates her city of Montmartre, somewhat influencing the lives of those around her while inadvertently changing the course of her own personal story.
Venez, je vais vous aider. On descend, et hop, c'est parti. Là, on croise la veuve du tambour de la fanfare. Elle porte la vareuse de son mari depuis qu'il est mort. Attention, hop!
Even if you're one of those people who can't stand subtitles, this is a film you experience as opposed to read, with its inherent romance staying with you beyond the final frame.
Alors, allez-y. Nom d'un chien.
Number 7. High Fidelity.
Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable? Or was I miserable because I listened to pop music?
Just look at the exuberance of Jack Black and tell us you're not already cracking up. Here's some breaking news. Breakups suck. And you know what? Sometimes it's helpful to watch another person sulk in his or her misery. At least when it comes to cinema.
I used to dream I'd be surrounded by exotic women's underwear forever and ever. Now I know they just save their best pairs for the nights they know they're gonna sleep with somebody.
This film showcases something we can all relate to: music. Oh, and it also features John Cusack's fascination with lists, and we know you Mojoholics can identify with that.
My desert island. All time, top 5 most memorable breakups in chronological order are as follows.
High Fidelity conveys a positive vibe on a variety of levels.
They'd feel good maybe, but you'd feel better.
But with the main character actually breaking the fourth wall from time to time, he somehow manages to connect with a personal message as well.
I guess it made more sense to commit to nothing. Keep my options open.
It's well understood.
And that's suicide.
Number 6. Silver Linings Playbook.
I'm not going to apologize for this. You know what I will do? I will apologize on behalf of Ernest Hemingway, because that's who's to blame here.
For a film with mental illness at the heart of its narrative, it takes a talented ensemble cast to poke fun at the unpredictable nature of life itself.
I mean, humanity is just nasty, and there's no silver lining.
In an Oscar-winning role, Jennifer Lawrence stars alongside both Robert De Niro and Bradley Cooper, all of whom lead an unconventional comedy about accepting the hard facts and progressing forward.
You're afraid to live. You're a hypocrite. You're a conformist. You're a liar. I opened up to you, and you judged me. You're an asshole.
In other words, it's a playbook on how to find the silver linings among persistent pain. It's an off-kilter flick that gets right up in your face, and as a result, demonstrates how it can be easier to accept the truth as to why some relationships fail and others survive.
Do you feel that? That's emotion.
I don't feel anything.
Number 5. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
You know what? You're not even doing a proper permanent delete. You got it.
Well, if we end up getting back together, I want to have a few of them left.
If the last film is more suited to a mature demographic, this one is definitely geared more towards the millennials.
It's so hard here. Brian, everywhere I look, I'm reminded of her, okay?
Produced by the comedic genius that is Judd Apatow, and written by its star Jason Segel, Forgetting Sarah Marshall chronicles the perks and quirks of a vacation fail.
Looks like you got a little pain behind those eyes.
Yeah, maybe a little.
This is a film that doesn't just make you laugh post-breakup, it makes you legitimately laugh out loud, as all the raunch of this sexually charged comedy will remind you that your own suffering may not be that bad.
I'm still trying to shake off the pain from the lessons I've learned.
Cause chances are Russell Brand won't be stealing your girl anytime soon.
I like him, that's quite moving.
Number 4. Under the Tuscan Sun.
Francis, why don't you stand up and let everyone say hello?
Whether you're blissfully married or coming to grips with a nasty breakup, all women can surely appreciate the concept of an Italian getaway.
How can you say no to Tuscany? No. Like that. That's your depression speaking.
In this case, the elegant Diane Lane sets off for Tuscany. Oh, she also happens to be a writer. The perfect combo, right? Especially when locals come poking around and there's suddenly an abundance of fresh writing material to explore.
These days, I'm something of a loner myself. I'm pretty good at staying entertained. Mostly I like to hang out at a little bar I know, conveniently located in my backyard.
Co-starring the always lovable Sandra Oh, this is a romantic film to get lost in, and it explores whether we want to run away from our pain or take it on the chin, as well as how the healing process begins with a single step.
I must have known, of course, but I was too scared to see the truth.
Number 3. Legally Blonde.
I love you.
Liar! We all know how some girls like a good catfight, especially in college. But here's a film that will make any woman fall in love with its catty bombshell lead.
Do you understand what subject matter jurisdiction is?
No.
I didn't think so.
With the gorgeous Reese Witherspoon playing the now iconic Elle Woods, this box office sensation highlights the beauty of individuality and how we all should stay focused on our goals.
Although Mr. Huntington makes an excellent point, I have to wonder if the defendant kept a thorough record of every sperm emission made throughout his life.
Of course, compromise is always part of the equation too, and as the Legally Blonde narrative unfolds, it becomes clear that even the most ambitious of people are in need of love like anybody else, especially when they're willing to give and take like an adult.
Call me if you're ever in California, okay?
Number 2. Bridget Jones' Diary.
It all began on New Year's Day in my 32nd year of being single.
Based on Helen Fielding's 1996 novel, this film captures the day-to-day grind of being a single woman, albeit one in close proximity of charming gents like Hugh Grant and Colin Firth.
Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some verbally incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother.
It's a story of bad first encounters, and how the person you seem to despise just may be your ideal partner.
It's only a diary. Everyone knows diaries are just full of crap.
I know that. I was just buying you a new one.
Then again, if you're prone to verbal meltdowns like Bridget, the path to love can be a little more difficult. This film highlights all the little things that make us who we are as individuals. And though certain people may not appreciate your perceived flaws, that special someone will love you just the way you are.
I like you. Very much.
Apart from the smoking, and the drinking, and the vulgar mother, and the verbal
No,
diarrhea.
I like you very much. just as you are.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
He takes a razor out of this tiny little dop kit, cuts his finger, takes my hand, does the same to me.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
He says, swear, when we're 28, if we've never married, we marry each other.
And you spend every day together hanging out as if like it's no big deal. Guess what? It's f***ing weird.
Beth, I don't think this is it.
No, tell them what you think. Just
All right,
stick up
you
for
know what?
yourself.
Let's not play charades. It's f***ing weird.
All we want is to be treated like human beings, not to be experimented on like guinea pigs or patronized like bunny rabbits.
I don't patronize bunny rabbits.
Honey, oh, you've got to go down, honey. That's the only way out. No, you don't understand. Quiet. Get a grip. Come on, you're the new Annie. Yeah, come on, here's Annie. Watch. Watch, Annie. Watch.
I mean, love is too weak a word for I love you. You know, I loathe you. I love you. With two F's, yes. I have to invent. Yeah, of course I. Yeah. Don't you think I do?
I hope someday somebody wants to hold you for 20 minutes straight. And that's all they do. They don't pull away. They don't look at your face. They don't try to kiss you. All they do is wrap you up in their arms and hold on tight.
Number 1, 500 Days of Summer.
I don't want to get over it. I want to get it back.
Directed by Mark Webb, the filmmaker who later gave us 2 Spider-Man films, this romantic comedy stars 2 of today's most endearing performers in Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel.
I like being on my own. Relationships are messy and people's feelings get hurt. Who needs it?
Based in Los Angeles, the movie follows a wannabe architect turned greeting card writer as he meets the titular Summer through a non-linear narrative that touches on classic cinema and all the nuances of modern relationships.
Do you like me?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I like you.
As friends?
Right, as friends.
It also pinpoints the feeling of those unforgettable moments in life, and all the emotion that comes with falling in love, and how sometimes it's better to go with the flow rather than designing the specifics of romance.
Okay, Tom. We got 20 seconds. Talk to me. You okay?
Me, yeah, I'm good. I'm great.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite movie to recover from a breakup?
There are 2 dilemmas that rattle the human skull. How do you hold on to someone who won't stay? And how do you get rid of someone who won't go?
For more comforting top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
When is this gonna stop?
When's what gonna stop?
Nothing.